You're running 8 miles.
Mile a day, man.
On the
mile a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah.
So what got you on this positive tip, man? And how did all this start for you?
Mindset. Signing up, getting with a mentor. I started off with real estate investing by watching YouTube videos and going to seminars like flip houses like pancakes, flip houses like your hair is on fire, no money, no cash, no credit. And I was like, man, can you really do this in real estate? And then I just started doing my due diligence and decided to take action and just been on a mission ever since.
So it is real.
Yeah, it's real, man. You know, you got Donald Trump, real estate investor, Robert Kiyosaki.
Real estate is the truth, man.
Yeah, it's very lucrative. It's just knowing what you're doing. So in regarding to real estate investing, what I'm currently doing is wholesaling real estate, and you can do that. It's very minimal risk with a high return. So that's why a lot of people start off in regarding to real estate investing, so you can learn the screws, nuts, and bolts in regarding to real estate.
Which kind of real estate did you say?
It's wholesaling real estate. So basically, you find a motivated seller, doesn't want to go through the typical real estate process.
Like they're trying to hurry up and move like now.
Right. I don't want my house. Take it, put the property in contract, and then you sign the contract over to the end buyer, and they'll buy and fix and flip the property, or they'll use it as a rental property, just whatever fits their portfolio at the time.
And so there's a middleman slot right there?
Yeah, as a wholesaler, you're the middleman. You found a property and you get paid for finding that property. What I like about real estate, it doesn't matter about your race, your religion, you know, education. It doesn't matter about that. You got a house, the numbers are right, they're going to buy from you. So typically you want a house that's 30% below market value. So to make it very simple, the after repair value is when the house is, when it's fixed up, it's $100,000. You got the property 70% minus the repair. So if you get it for that, let's say you got the property for $50,000, the buyer comes with $60,000. That's you say, this is my asking price for the property, and you get paid a finder's fee basically. And it could be anywhere. The normal wholesaling fee is $3,000 to $5,000, but you got some investors out there, I don't touch a property unless I make 10 grand. So, you know, yeah. And if the deal doesn't work out and it's the numbers was, the repairs would turn out to be more than what it was projected to be, you don't lose nothing. You have contingencies in the contract where you put in there property contingent upon buyer's approval, 48-hour walkthrough inspection, 15 days to do the inspection.
It sounds easy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's simple, but not easy.
Because if it was easy, everybody would
everybody would be doing it. So, you know, a lot of people, they get, you know, they get hyped up. And then when it comes down to it, you know, like, when I did my first deal, I looked at 100 houses. I made some mistakes, some failures, you know.
So like, being a middleman, your job is like, when I call this company, I see this house I want, I will call you, call this number, and you'll be the agent that will come out and show me the house.
Yeah, basically keep it simple. You're the seller. You want to sell your house for $50,000? I'll put it in contract, or I negotiate. Really, I'm not going to really give you what you want unless it really makes sense to me. So I'm gonna negotiate it for $50,000. Thomas, he's over here. He's the investor, the end buyer. He has $60,000 cash, and he's gonna pay me for finding that property, and it could be anywhere from 3, 10, whatever the formula is.
If he, as the buyer, how would they get in contact with you? Like they would.
The buyer. Oh, I will call the buyer. So what I do, I go to the meetups. You go to meetup.com, and they have meetups you can go to here in Killeen, Austin, Waco. and you have a deal and you just go to the investors and say, this is the ARV, this is the amount of repairs on the property, come and look at the house. I got a lot box on it, here's the lot box code, or go around the back, and it just works like that. Or you can do Craigslist. You got buyers that will contact you through there. But I'm a transparent person, and as well, this is a transparent community. So a lot of people want to see who you are face to face. But there's many ways to find buyers. And really, to be honest, buyers is like the least of my worries. I got like 50 buyers, you know, all great portfolios, and you know, the numbers make sense. The numbers make sense.
So like you said, somebody wanted to sell the house for 50, and you found the dude, and you basically convinced him to buy it for 60 instead.
Yeah. Basically, let me just get it right. You're the investor for 60. Right. I found the property. It's 50.
So he already told you even before you found the house, I'm spending 60.
Yeah. Well, you're like, you as an investor, you would say, I want a house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Return 30%, and I'll find that property for you, and I'll call you and say, this is the property I have within your specific investing location.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not complicated what people make it, man. It's just, are you going to make mistakes? Yeah, but you know, that's why you get a mentor like what I did. He's been in real estate for 30 years. Michael Jordan, he didn't win no championships until he got with Phil Jackson. You know, that's just a fact. So a lot of people will watch the YouTube videos, they'll go to the seminars, and they'll try to cut current corners. And, you know, the biggest investment you can always do will be in yourself. And if you know your value of what you could bring, and you know the results you bring to the market, then it's best to get a coach that can iron out the wrinkles for you and shorten your learning curve. Because some people, they never take it to that next step, and a lot of them are just spectators. And, you know, it's really about just taking it to the next level, because motivated sellers in Killeen, Texas is here all day. So a motivated seller is going to be job loss, job transfer, divorce, medical illness, death in the family, and that's here in Killeen, Texas because of the military. That goes on every day. You get out the military, that's a job transfer. You get out the military, can't find a job in your field, that's a job loss. Or if you was doing whatever, job loss, medical illness, a lot of people, PTSD, whatever their medical condition is. Divorce, we got the highest divorce rate in the county, and then as well, soldiers do pass away from service.
So does it sound like you do like maybe like a few hours a day, or are you full time with this?
I'm going to be honest, man. If you really want to be successful, you know, the average, I mean, not the average, but the most successful entrepreneur, they work 18 hours a day. You know, they put in their grind in it. They do it every day. But you can't do it part-time and still generate results. You got some people that still keep their day job and they invest part-time. You got some people, they sink or swim and they do it full-time. And to be honest, like the people who get the best results is really like a sink or swim mentality. And you'll listen like Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher, he'll speak about it. Even myself, that's how I personally learned how to swim. Me and my brother was racing to the other side of the pool. Didn't know it was a 10-foot pool, and I was drowning, but I learned how to swim, you know what I mean? So it's out there, you know, and it's very lucrative. Like I said, I was listening to the course again. My mentor tells me to listen to the course every day. The most he made from a wholesale deal was $30,000. But it's really not about just the money. It's really about finding what your purpose is, your passion. And like me, I'm very passionate about everything I do. And I really enjoy helping people. So, you know, me being independent, I have more creativity than being like a franchise organization.
Okay. So selling them wholesale is actually a little bit quicker because you're looking. It's a quicker buy.
Yes. See, a lot of people like to do this fix and flip, which is, you do get a good return on that too, but you got to get the house appraised, permits. You know, it's a lot that goes on behind that. The contractor could put a lien on your property, and that can mess up your deal on how you actually want to do it. But if you do it as a wholesaler, you don't worry about that. You found the property, you had your contractor come out there, you estimated the repairs, then you turn around and you wholesale it to the investor. And then once you learn the whole,
spend no money, right?
No, you don't spend no
Sign
money.
contract, take some pictures.
Yeah.
So you got to spend money to get started.
Yeah, the course I signed up for was $297. Informal education, so it's not like you're getting graded on this or anything like that. But you just listen to an audio course, you download it on a CD, download it on your phone, listen to it, and just take off, man. You said, do you need a license?
Like a real estate license?
Nah, you don't need a real estate license. That's what makes this very beautiful, you know. You don't need a license to buy a car off the street. You don't need a license to buy a house. You know, this is cash. You got hard money, private money. There's many ways that you can get funded, and wholesaling is a way you can generate the capital so you can start buying properties yourself.
That's it.
So you've been making some good money with this. How long you been doing it?
To be honest, I've been doing it since like July. I signed up for the course in like January because I seen we buy houses and flip houses like your hair is on fire. But I didn't take immediate action, but I did buy the course. I got really excited. And then when I really took it serious was like June, July. And then I closed in August. And now it's just keeping that momentum going, still moving with my purpose. And if it's about money, you're going to be all over the place, you know. But the most successful people in real estate, they focus on real estate and they master that concept before they go into the network marketing, credit repair, and whatever it is. But if you see people and they're all over the place, then you know you're sending off mixed signals to the universe, and you won't get a lot of things done, and you know you're not really taking your business as serious as you should.
Yeah, I listen to hip hop preach. E.T.
Yeah, you need a motivation to go out there, but also you need a coaching. You know, I had somebody respond on my social media page on Facebook and said they'd rather be motivated than have a mentor. And I know an investor out here in Austin, Texas. He went to the seminars and got excited on YouTube and tried to fix and flip a property. Now he lost over $10,000. And it was really more than that, but you know he didn't really want to speak too much about how much money he lost. Yeah, because you know fixing and flipping, it's a lot that goes on behind that.
Just a person say, get a mentor.
You gotta be,
Yeah,
you gotta be doing all right though to lose 10.
no, not really, because
If I lost 10, you fuck it.
That's all you got.
Hey, look, he lost that 10 grand. Now he got
999.
Hey, he walking around at the events. He got to speak with his wife before he even look at the deal. Now, you know, like you didn't have to go through that. You just get your coach, you know. And I guarantee, if he had a mentor, he would tell him that wasn't a good deal, you know. But some want to just jump off the porch and, you know.
Are you gonna continue on this path, or are you gonna turn it into something else like? Renting out houses and shit like that.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If I come across a really great deal where it makes sense, then I could keep it for a rental, or I could keep it and fix and flip it myself. You know, you really make money in regarding of buying and holding properties and then selling it. But right now, just my primary focus is wholesaling. And then also you can stop foreclosures. They're called subject twos, where you can take over the note, and you got a lot of investors who do that too. So you'll buy a property that already has XY amount equity in it, and then you bring in a buyer and they'll rent the property out themselves, and you can get paid a finder's fee and stop foreclosure. And that's great too, because I know 2 people within my life that went through foreclosures. And if I knew what I knew now, they would never went through that, because it's a very simple process to stop that. And you got people that's sitting on money, that's looking for these type of properties, and this is what they do. They'll pay you to go out here and go find these properties. And so basically what I do, I just drive for dollars. That's what we call it, driving for profits, riding through residential communities. You look at these vacant houses that's boarded up, high grass, a lot of newspapers, just warning signals. And You look it up on the appraisal website. Use a website and get in contact with the owner and make a call and see if they're interested in selling their property. And it's really just a numbers game.
What is this program again?
Secrets to Wholesaling.com by Daryl Muhammad. He's definitely very passionate. He was on vacation in Cancun, still responding to my text messaging. You know, he's definitely dedicated to real estate and been doing it for over 30 years. So it's really about just having that right mentorship, coaching, having a proper course, knowing what you're doing, and then going off. But a lot of people, let me speak about myself. When I got in there, I'm like, oh man, you know, bulk REOs, subject twos, buy and hold, fix and flips. You know, all of that has a learning curve to it. So that's why we go into wholesaling. That's why he recommends wholesaling, so you can learn what is a good deal, what is a bad deal. Because if you don't know what's a good deal, you'll do what the investor did in Austin, and you done lost over 10 grand, and now you got to speak with your wife before you do any properties, or, you know, it just leaves a real bitter taste in your mouth. Now you're going around bad mouthing real estate, and that's because that was your fault. You didn't do your due diligence.
And just to switch it up a little bit, tell me about the healthy shake you be drinking every morning, my brother.
The healthy
shake. I know you used to be like me, used to turn up.
Oh yeah,
as I'm over here drinking my brew.
Yeah,
and I know you done stopped drinking and everything.
Yeah,
right? That's good though. I'm gonna be like you.
Yeah, health is wealth, man. You know.
I believe it.
So so basically, I enjoy, like, we call them superfoods. And I wake up every morning, drink like 6 to 8 cups of filtered water on an empty stomach to get my kidneys going, working on my digestive system, good for your skin. And then what I do is I put some kale in there, goji berries, some dates, apples, and then I got a smoothie, right? And then I turn around and I drink a tea called astragalus, and that's a superfood itself. So that's like an energy tea. And it just gives me energy throughout the day.
Astragalus?
Yeah, astragalus.
Is this something you can buy from HEB?
You buy it from off of WS Young, off the Health Arena, right over there, or you can order it online at vitacause.com. The reason why I recommend that herb itself, because when I was younger, me and my brother, we would box, and I had braces, and then that's why my favorite food used to be pizza. So I had scar tissue in my mouth from braces, and when I started drinking that tea, it created new skin tissue inside of my mouth. So that's why I recommend that tea. And there's a lot of people that have cancer and other medical conditions that was healing themselves. So so that's why I'm having smoothie, man. Yeah, it's good, man. You know, I'm helping astragalus, and it's another.
All right, spell it.
A is in alpha, S is in Sam. Tragalus, astragalus by Health King. It's a Chinese herb, grows African herb, and just good for your immune system, your lymphatic system, gets your body going in the right direction.
Now I see you say lymphatic. Was it the lymph nodes?
Yeah, your lymph nodes. You got lymph nodes all throughout your body. The major lymph nodes is going to be in your neck, your underarms, and within your groin. And basically, if you got healthy lymph nodes, that's what helps keep your immune system really good. You know, usually when people get cancer within the lymph nodes, that's like a death sentence, because it's all throughout your body and it spreads. So you definitely want to keep that as healthy as possible. And that's why I experiment with the herbs. And I had a friend who had kidney disease, diabetes.
Herbs too.
Yeah. Hey, if marijuana was a tea, I would drink the tea.
You can make it a tea.
Yeah, you can. You can.
You can make it a tea.
Oh, you know what? And my shake I make is a hemp. It's not marijuana, but it's hemp. It's marijuana's cousin plant. It just don't have the THC.
And you stopped drinking altogether, like not even wine?
Nothing, man.
Even Jesus drank wine.
Yo, it's whatever. You got to find what works for you, you know. I'm not here to, you know, call a spade or judge anything like that.
No,
your thing is to turn up. I just know what works for me, and I know when I drink, it just throws me off, you know. And man, once you really just focus on your mindset, you know where you're going in life, you be like, everything just gonna come to a stop, man. I don't have time to stop and smoke a cigarette every 10 minutes.
Right.
I don't have time to get drunk and I make a bad decision that could cost me for the rest of my life, you know.
Well, that
So
like me.
I just don't. That's just not the direction that I'm going, you know. But you know.
What do you do in your leisure time to relax?
Right now, it's health, wealth, love and happiness, family and relationships.
So you
know?
even pop pills?
Unless it's like allergies, and if it's that, I'm still drinking my teas and juicing, bro. That's all. That's where I'm at right now.
So you don't never crave to, like, what if you're at a party and everybody's drinking?
Man, I'm turning up on some water, man. I was at MJ's like a month ago, and sister was like, "You drinking water out of a straw?" Like, you know, I said I don't put my mouth on everything, so
Right.
turning up on some water. You know, maybe try to throw some shade in, but. Yeah, man, you know, for my free time, I like going to the networking events, to be honest. You know, like when I go out here to Austin.
Straight hustle now.
Yeah, man, them events out there, they're real nice. You know, they got food and great people there. You know, Robert Kiyosaki and other people, even my mentor, Daryl Muhammad, they speak about your network being your net worth. So you want to make sure that you're around successful, result-orientated, action-orientated people. And that's why you want to stay going to these networking events.
We got a few minutes left. Tell me, I do respect the hustle, man. You know, I knew you for a long time, so I see the change, and I think it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? I just want to ask, so where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now.
So you probably wrote that shit down.
Yeah, I did. So, you know, to answer your question, 10 years from now, I definitely want to see myself, let me get this, financially free, but helping others, pursuing my passion, having a homeless shelter for black men, owning a call center. Hey,
Get your white homeless ass out of here.
Hey,
No, I'm fucking.
We know you're on meth anyway. If you're homeless and white, it's
No
America.
Asians neither.
Yeah.
Get it home.
No, I'm fucking.
Yeah, you know, I had somebody say it's, you know, helping out black people is racist, but is it racist when women speak about women's rights and LBGTs?
Help your own, bro.
Yeah.
There's too many of us that's against one another. So
Yeah, you know, so I ain't worried
that's
about
the other
it.
race do.
Yeah, you know, you see any black-owned businesses in Chinatown? You see, you don't see that, right? You know,
I see no black-owned businesses in downtown.
yeah, you know. So it's
Chinese motherfuckers own the hair stores in the black town.
Like the nigga sell weed outside of the store, you know.
Hey, buy black, sell to everybody. So when I buy this house, I'm buying it and then I'm selling to everybody. And that's just what it's about. But yeah, having a homeless shelter for black men, owning a call center, having 160